What is up with you, beautiful ladies and gents out in the motherfucking world? How y'all doing today? Damn, I got my phone notifications on and shit. I'm professional. All right, but today we got some motherfucking talent in the building. You know, this is a good homie of mine. You know, we've been working together throughout the past 2 years, I would say.
Yep.
Pretty cool dude, man. And I want you guys to find out who he is out here. If you don't know, well, you're gonna know today on the NastyCo channel. I got Mr. Young Rambo in the building. Introduce yourself to the people, man.
What's up? My name's Young Rambo from Sioux City, Iowa. I'm aspiring hip hop artist, rap artist. You know, sometimes dab in the R&B. Yeah, I just love it. And I'm glad to be here with you. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so we have done an interview before. If you guys want to check it out, link down below and shit. But we have done an interview before, and I don't want to cover too many things that we have covered already in that interview. But one thing that we do need to recover is, how long have you been out here making music for?
So let's, as Young Rambo, because before I would just go as my name, whatever. It's just like no one knows what they want to name this in the first place. So
let's talk about that real quick. Okay. Because I like that part. Yeah. You know, for sure, Young Rambo got his mark out here. You know what I mean? But let's talk about Ramon.
Yeah, Ramon. I just wanted Ramon. Mm-hmm. I maybe did a song or something on SoundCloud, and I was like, "Dang, this is cool." I like the feedback I got, and it was just a basic like a video on Facebook I posted, and I was just rapping and shit, and then I got good feedback, and then I just changed my name. And then 6 years, maybe almost. Yeah,
that's 6. What, high school days?
No, this was after high school days.
Okay,
so
okay.
Like 15-ish.
Nice.
That's when I was Ramon, and then like 16. Yeah, is when I started Young Rambo.
So how'd you get the name Young Rambo?
So it's been 7 years. Young Rambo. So it's like just close to my name, Ramon, Rambo. When I think of Rambo, he's a big.
Hell yeah, some badass movie.
Yeah, red bandana type shit. Like he's badass, and well, I just think he's like emptying the clip. Like we're just like spinning bars type shit. Like
right.
So I just like kind of interpreted like that. I wanted to be a good like not spitter, but just a good lyricist because I love writing. I love the lights low, maybe taking a little hit or something, and then just going,
with your creative flow.
Yeah, creative flow, getting in that state of mind, and then you're just off, and then you create some beautiful stuff,
Yeah, because you for sure got some bars. Even in that video we done before, we started the video off with you spitting a bar out.
Yeah, I remember.
So like you do rap fast too, and important shit. You're not just rapping about some crazy ass shit where you're like making shit up or like just trying to like catch the audience. You're more rapping about like shit that you fuck with, that has happened to you, will happen to you,
experiences.
Exactly. And one thing about you too is that you're not only on the rap side of things. Yeah. You also like being a little more melodic. With, tell me a little bit about that.
I just feel like I started like getting into that when I just feel like I got bored of hearing myself rap a lot.
Okay.
Like I hear
right.
It's cool to listen to here and there, but like to have like some replay value and stuff like that. You want people to actually like want to listen to it again and again, and if it's like melodic or a little harmony on it, like that's catchy, people will like be bound to listen to it more, and then I would enjoy it more myself, and then that would just push and help me to create more better things like that, So.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people do fuck with that. Have you been keeping up to any of the like new music that's being dropped out here, or are you playing like some of the oldies in your car? Like what is the Young Rambo kind of aux that's plugged in there?
Are you talking about local or just in?
What do you listen to, man? What you out here listening to?
I like listening to some local for sure.
Okay, nice.
I also I do listen to some mainstream, somewhat mainstream. I used to listen to a lot of underground, there's so much that I could probably name.
Yeah,
like so much, but damn, I guess I just listen to a lot of the most popular things, like maybe like Drake. Like Drake is fire. Like Eminem's my number one.
Yeah.
Like I love him for sure. Like a lot of other Lil Wayne, Big Sean type stuff. Logic, like big inspiration. G-Eazy. But yeah, I kind of like to just listen to like a lot of beats, to be honest. Like,
oh, nice.
I like to just like have my mind kind of moving a little bit.
So a lot of like instrumentals.
Yeah, instrumental. Even if I'm not gonna write to them.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot. I'm so picky on it, you know. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just like to keep my mind moving, and even if I'm not like listening to music, I'll probably listen to podcasts. Like honestly, a lot. So yeah.
And that's why it's cool to even have you out here, you know,
Yeah.
especially as a podcast listener, like myself too, where it's like shit like this we're listening to on some big scale, you know, some fools that like really matter out here.
Yeah.
So it's a cool thing where people can look up Young Rambo and then see you talking and having a whole conversation out here and get to know you a little bit more.
Because I mean, usually you just hear me to this music or So yeah, there's no other way. And I'm not just gonna speak on a beat like this and make you guys understand what I'm talking about. But if I'm able to do it here, then yeah, that's cool.
What kind of accomplishments have you made in the recent year that has passed that you're like kind of proud of your name Young Rambo for?
In the last year, where we in April? Okay.
Because you had some shit going on for sure.
Oh yeah.
You know,
for sure.
like the whole Young Rambo like legacy for sure. You got hella shit that you know you could be proud for, at least from like a viewer point of view.
Yeah. Okay. But so in the last year,
let's say it's something recent here.
In the last year, I for sure. In August I did go on a little mini tour.
Nice.
Like with my boys Reno and Xlo Mark J. We went to Iowa City, Colorado, Kansas City, and then in between that little mini tour, because it was like on weekends type thing.
Oh, nice.
It wasn't like a full week and then like, you know, back to back. It was like weekends, like Friday and then Saturday, and then we would do the next weekend, and then
right.
So it was like a 3-week thing, almost like a month.
Okay.
Little thing. So, but in between that, I did have another show in Ames.
So I want to stop you really quick, because I want to talk about that tour a little bit more. What was the point of the tour? What were you guys like trying to accomplish?
With that, so there is a guy named Sean from Friends a Lot Promotions. He reached out to us because he had seen a performance from us, and then he actually liked how we vibed and moved and everything on the stage, and the crowd interaction, or even just the songs in general. He maybe liked our songs and everything. Of course he does, obviously he does. But he, just seen it, and then he wanted to, he seen potential in us, and so he kind of literally, invested in us,
oh, shit.
To just, just reach our music out a little more, farther than what we were, actually doing,
Right.
So he kind of, lit a fire on our ass, kind of. So, yeah, he kind of just helped us expose ourselves more and network more as we were out there.
So it's just an opportunity presented itself, and you were ready to take it.
Yeah, of course. And
That's good.
And there was obviously local artists that opened up and stuff, so it would help the local scene as well, and it would be able to meet and network with people, which we did. And then there is maybe a headliner as well for and a popular local artist in the scene that was popping at the time. So it was really cool to just network, see different type of way people move and perform on stage and how they interact with the crowd. Because as much as I want to say I love performing, I also love watching people perform, because I am a student of the game, and I'm never want to stop learning. Some people obviously feed themselves every day from the neck down daily. Why not feed yourself from the neck up as well daily? I'm always wanting to learn and grow. And yeah.
And that's one thing I've seen about you in the recent years of us even working together, is that you're always ready to pay attention, to listen, to watch, people, the way they move, the way they're performing, and you're just like, damn, the way he's doing this and this while performing, that's what's up. You're criticizing them because you're trying to better yourself in the same way,
Yeah.
So it's really cool to see that you're not to the point where you're thinking, since I've done all these shows, which you had, because you've done Saturday in the Park as well.
Yeah, that was cool too.
Exactly. So, and Saturday Park is just a grand festival out here in Sioux City.
Yep.
So it's probably one of the biggest dreams that any Sioux City artist has out here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As far as Sioux City goals go, they want to be in Saturday in the Park.
Yeah, that's a good thing to add to the accolades and stuff.
Right.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. And you had the red bandana out there too, in the Rambo, huh?
And I represent, you know.
Yeah. And
the camo as well.
Damn.
I did.
Yeah, and just going out here, you know, doing your thing with the arts and like supporting the local artists. That's what I feel like this music thing's about at the moment. Because sooner or later, you'll pop off, you'll go your own way and handle all those shows and shit like that. But right now, you're giving back. Because like even that tour you had, it was with you and it was with you and Reno, and you and Reno have a hell of a connection too. You know, even off of the stage.
Yeah.
So like that's pretty dope to have a homie there that you're doing all this with.
Yeah.
You know,
we've been doing a lot since the beginning. I feel like together. So yeah, it's just cool to see somebody and like grow with them and like have the same goals. Because there's always, you know, it's always good to have partners or people like-minded like you just to push you. And you know, he inspires like a lot of people, and you know, he inspires me, and it's just a good bond and connection.
They say, show me your friends and I'll show you who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
Because that's the people you're kicking it around, you know? So if they're not on some shit, then shit, what are you on?
Yeah.
You know?
Chickens, or are you fucking hanging with the chickens or soaring with the eagles, you know, stuff, you know, so.
And you were saying before I cut you off earlier that you also did a show in Ames, right?
Yeah.
And that show, I hope I'm right, was Hispanic culture.
Yeah, you were there.
I was there for you.
You were there. You were there. Yeah, of course. I remember.
What was that show called? Remember that?
It was like a pinata type.
It was like, it's just Mexican ass culture.
A pinata type thing.
Oh, yeah.
Viva la pinata, yeah.
Do you know the guy that ran that shit?
Yeah, Circaso. Yeah, Circaso. I'm actually doing another show with for him on Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, in Des Moines, and vendors and this and that.
Damn.
Yeah, maybe, I mean, shit. You fuck.
That guy's pretty dope, man. Shout out to him. Like, I wish I knew his name and everything to, like, you know, give him a shout out.
I don't want to
fuck it up either, you know? But like, for sure, you know, I might put something to figure out later. But that fool, you know, that guy's out here, like, straight up, you know, supporting it for real.
Yeah.
And I talked to that fool even, you were saying, like, I was there and I was selling merch. I was selling some shirts that was saying, smile now, cry later.
Yeah.
You know? And that fool came over and he bought a shirt just because he was like, hey, you know, like, I appreciate y'all coming out here. You know, we drove like 3 hours for that shit or some shit. I forgot how long it was.
Same amount,
you know, yeah. So we just all went out there, bro. I saw Johnny Mars out there too. That shit was lit as fuck, bro. That shit was pretty dope.
And then like fruit and corn.
They had tamales.
Yeah, they had vendors like shirts, like you're selling. They had a lot of different vendors. People selling
just their art.
Yeah, their art, and then and then there was live music, obviously the piñata. There's a loteria, like the bingo, you know, type.
They did it up.
Yeah,
they did it up for the culture for sure.
And people stuck around, and everyone had a good time. And
so going back into the show that we were just talking about.
Yeah.
You know, that show was very like Hispanic kind of theme.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Hispanic's the right word for it, but we're just gonna use that for now.
Latino.
You know, Latino kind of vibe. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Hispanic.
I don't know the right term.
Yeah, we don't want to.
And I don't want to disrespect anybody either. So don't fucking, you know, don't come at me. But how has that kind of culture affected you personally? Because I know, like, I'm guessing your parents speak some Spanish.
Yeah, of course.
And like, you might have, you know, you guys are from Mexico, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And do they go back and forth? So like, how has that kind of culture affected you personally and within your music?
Okay. Personally, I love knowing a second language for sure, especially Spanish. It's a good, I guess, trait, I guess, to have, I guess.
Yeah.
But, and I love the culture. Like, I haven't been in Mexico in like 7, maybe 8 years, but I used to go like every year when I was a kid. I love the culture. I love everything. I love the food. I love just the way they are. They're everything. But bringing that into music, I haven't done anything like Spanish music or any Latino music at all yet.
Yeah.
It has been a big ass thought for sure. And I get told by so many people, even my parents for sure, because my family in Mexico, they even listen to my stuff, and even if I don't know what I say, they still love the rhythm, the harmony, like, you know, and obviously they learn words all the time, you know, like through social media or TV or whatever, but yeah, they would like some Spanglish stuff or even just Mexican
Right,
stuff.
for sure. Yeah.
I would dabble more into the Spanglish first, and then obviously go full out.
Remember in the last interview, I asked you, where do you see yourself in the next 10 years?
Yeah.
You know? And I'm really glad you answered that question, because in 10 years, I do want you to go back to that video and see what you said and be like, am I there?
Yeah.
Or is it okay that I'm not there, but I'm somewhere else? You know what I mean? Did my thought process change up?
Yep.
Who knows? But that's how you thought in that moment.
Yeah.
Right now, would you say when you were rapping as Ramon and you were like, let me start this Young Rambo shit,
Yeah.
do you feel like that person that you were then would be happy about the success, what you've done, and the road you've taken as an artist right now? Do you think he would be happy of you right now?
Yeah, I think he'd be proud of the things that he's been able to accomplish, and the things that he's probably in his head told himself, like, you can't do that, but then really done, you really can. It's all mind over matter. So, and to even like get in front of a crowd of people, yeah. So at first, I kind of like set myself up for it. Like, I would even do public speaking before I even started rapping.
Wow.
So that kind of helped me with my stage presence right off the bat, which is like how I got, a little bit of a buzz. I had some shows that were cool, whatever's music videos, whatever's. Yeah, so I set myself up for the stage, and then, just to do things like that, and even up to the caliber of Saturday in the Park type stuff, random people, like, I didn't even know, just listening to my music coming up to me after, like, that was really good music. Wow. That was a good set. Let's take pictures. I took many pictures that day. It was cool. And, to even think about, like, when I first started even writing anything to the point where I am now, like, I have done shows out of state, I'm able to say that. And I'm excited to do more and more, because I know that that's where we're heading. So I'm super proud of myself for how far I have came, and the knowledge I've learned.
Yeah. So, and especially doing the kind of things you do, because I don't want to just group you into being a rapper, but more of an artist.
Yeah, for sure.
Of many things. Mm-hmm. And when you are an artist like yourself, a lot of doors open up because of what you do and how hard you do, how hard your passion is for that. Mm-hmm. When I do this stuff, people say consistency, just keep going. And I would tell you the same thing, where it's like, just because your music hasn't gotten you to a certain point so far, doesn't mean it's not gonna. Like,
that's true.
You've been grinding fucking hard out here for a couple years now, you know what I mean? So, like, just keep that shit going, keep that shit flowing, and like, I see many things for Young Rambo, you know what I mean? But and it's just like, you can't even deny shit like that when you do work as hard as, like, you're out here working. Yeah. You just did a show. You're gonna do more shows this summer, like you've done the years before. So it's like, you're out here, you're getting your name known. You're still working hard on your day job. Yeah. While doing all this shit in rotation, So and I personally know your day job, and I know that, like, you be out here fucking working. Like, like, people be working, but you be out here working, bro.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
Yes, sir. Like, your kind of job, bro, anybody would quit right away. Yeah. That's a summer job for most people. Yeah. But, you be grinding that shit out. Yeah.
All year.
Real shit.
All year.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, yeah.
So,
and I feel like how you do anything is how you do everything, I feel like. So, like, if I'm, like, gonna do something, I want to be the best, or I want to bring the most out of myself. Yeah. To be the best I can be at that certain thing, like, doesn't matter what it is. We can be playing volleyball or chess or checkers. Like, I want to beat you. I want to be the best. I'm super competitive, So, yeah, I feel like competitiveness as well is a good, motivator.
Yeah, especially when used healthy. Like, you're doing it right there. Mm-hmm. You're using it to improve yourself and others. Yeah. You're not only stuck in your own box. You're actually out here, working with Reno. You're out here taking those tours and stuff. So that's respectable to me, and I think that's why people are drawn to being like, let me get Rambo on the fucking set list. I had to do that shit too.
I remember that shit.
Let Us Know by NastyCo, the event. Fire. Bro, you were out there, and one of the reasons that I had everybody that was on that set list is because I believed in every person that was on that set list.
And it was a successful show, I'd say.
it was a cool show for the first show.
Then that was your first show.
That was my first show.
Okay, well then, yeah.
So-
I'm sure you didn't have super huge expectations, but I hope your expectations were met. Like
No, yeah.
I thought it was cool. You know, like I love the setup and the way you designed or design, even rolled everything up promotion wise, and even like the setup of the background and the backdrop type stuff. And
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Like
the owner of Whiskey Dicks, Ronnie, shout out. Because I'm kind of cool with Ronnie, especially that I shot at Whiskey Dicks so many times that and every time I go out to a bar and shoot or a venue, I have to buy a beer, just because like I have to support the bar. Yeah. Like as far as like me shooting the shots and everything, it's not my like the studio. It's not my like spot. You know, so. I try to give respect out to those people. That way they know when I'm coming through that, hey, what's up, you gonna shoot? Oh, that's what's up. And Ronnie be one of those people that's just like, oh, I haven't seen you here in a while. Like, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm doing this. And he's like, oh, that's what's up, And we keep it cool like that.
Yeah.
I always be like tipping, at least like $3 or some shit, just because I know I'm not gonna buy like a second beer or some shit, Yeah. So it'd be like that just because, I'm working at the moment, when I'm out there doing the shows and shit. I'm not trying to get like, drunk or nothing.
Support,
yeah,
for sure.
But Ronnie told me I was the only person that ever sweeped Whiskey Dicks and like the floors and shit. Hell yeah, I sweep that shit. I think we even mopped that shit.
I must have leave it better than I came here,
bro. Well, like we sweeped it before the show happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I wanted to make sure that the people that were going there were like seeing something different than just like Whiskey Dicks,
Yeah.
So we moved all the tables and shit.
Wait, so you did that prior to the show?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you did it after.
No. Actually, I didn't. Maybe I probably should have.
No, I mean, I thought you did it after. Like, whoa, that's crazy.
Nah, yeah, we did it before, and
wanted to make it look presentable, nice, and somewhere nice where people can just like enjoy music.
And then like the whole like stage setup, we did decorations and shit.
Yeah, that was cool.
He said like people haven't done that shit either. Like It's like that thing at that point,
Yeah.
We had Christmas trees and shit like that. Like
yeah, you did have Christmas trees. Oh my god,
it was pretty badass, dude. And we ended that night with a rock band, New Age Crisis. It was fucking
they were cool too.
That was dope.
I liked them too.
And having like the switch up of like rap and like a rock band, was like so nice, and I feel like it brought people out.
It went together.
There was shits that I learned from during that first show, and hopefully we can get another show going this year.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
Right. But one question I did have for you is, and before I even say this, bro, like usually these interviews are about like the person themselves and like what you've been up to, what exactly you're on. But like I feel like when I'm talking to you, it's almost like we already know each other so much that it's cool that we build the conversation off of just like us talking. So like this is literally like, I would say this is like a podcast at this point instead of like an interview, because like when I do bring Young Rambo onto this bitch, like it's mad comfortable, like we just be talking it up.
Good time.
So like I hope you guys know that shit, because I know that we've been all over this place in this interview right now,
Yeah, we're going over here, we're talking about guns and then about,
and I hope that it's not anything bad towards you, because like I do want to make a spotlight towards like the person comes in, but we out here,
now you can see a little taste. If you want to see more, there's a first video.
Right, and that first interview that Rambo's in, bro, covers so much shit over him too, and it's like it shows like your music videos, it shows like you on stage, you talking, like clips of you talking beforehand.
Yeah.
So like it covers a lot of you there.
Yeah.
You guys should check that out for sure after this shit, and I'll for sure put a link at the end of here. But the last question I wanted to ask you is, what kind of advice could you give the youngins out here, and not even youngins, but the people that are trying to make a name for themselves in this industry, even as an artist, whatever kind of creation they're trying to create, whether it be like a business of soap bars, a business of, pops, you know what I mean? Like anything really that they're trying to be out here, but they're watching Young Rambo right now. What kind of advice would you give someone that's trying to be an entrepreneur, or even just creative mindset out here in the world, coming from a guy that does use creativity a lot in his kind of career, So what kind of advice could you give out here for people that are trying to strive for things?
Okay.
That's a lot of weight there. I know that is, but
yeah, hold on.
I gotta ask everybody, because I like seeing the different perspectives on people's,
Yeah, like on the advice that they'd give the youth.
Yeah, and it helps me too, because shit, I'm striving out here too, trying to be something. So, I'm listening for sure.
Okay. That's a good question. I'm gonna have to see. Okay, so They're all gonna be super cliche, I feel like, but
Yeah.
I mean, I just my own twist on it. Like everybody got a personality. Like some people are fucking weird. I think I'm weird sometimes, if I'm being honest. Like, what's this? So the right people for sure, but that's your personality. That's your character. And honestly, you could be goofy and funny, and you wouldn't even know it. But until you actually put yourself out there and like, you know, show people your personality and the way you are. No one's gonna know who the fuck you are. Like, no one's gonna give a fuck about you. No one's gonna. Most of the time, people don't care about you. But if you give them a reason to care about you, you know, show them your personality, show them that you're caring, you're funny, you're goofy, you're loving, you're everything, you're motivated, you're everything. If you give people a personality like to follow or even just look at, or you're vulnerable a little bit, people will follow. And so just be yourself for sure. Be yourself. Even if you feel like people are gonna judge you, people judge you already. So, I mean, might as well make the best of it, for real.
Yeah.
No, that's how I felt at first. I felt like I didn't even want to do choir because I feel like people were gonna be make fun of me because I was singing. Like I should have done it. And just be yourself. Like that was me. I feel like I'm kind of like, I like to sing sometimes, so I should have done it. Be myself. And then another one is just being consistent. Like you said, I need to be more consistent. You know, we all need to be more consistent.
Right.
You know, and let's just get to work. You know.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, and you know, we appreciate that advice, and everybody just tuning in. Just know that no matter what you're out here trying to do, as long as you keep fucking with yourself and doing it for yourself and not for how many views can I get on this shit, how many views can I get on that, you'll be solid. Once you start caring about what other people think, how many other people are watching y'all, that's when shit starts to get afloat, because that sways people, that sways emotion.
Yeah.
It makes you, like, it's almost like stocks. Like, you know how stocks rise and drop, you know, like that same thing with your emotions. Like if you start seeing like views on one episode and not views on the other episode, you know, your emotions might rise or fall. You're like, what am I doing wrong? Da-da-da. But when I do this shit, it's just like, if I fuck with the person, I'm gonna talk to them, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters. You know, shit, like, the interview was dope to me, so I think it'll be dope for other people to see, and if not, then that's the way the cookie crumbles. So we're just out here doing our thing, you know.
And I like how you said all that, like that was well put together.
I appreciate it. Sometimes you have to take things into your own hands, handle your shit, be on your grind, double up like King Nip says, and you'll be solid at the end of the day, man. And to be honest, dude, I appreciate everybody watching. I appreciate everybody that's been on this interview shit on the channel at all, been fucking with my name at all, you know, telling people word of mouth, you know, because that'd be like one of the biggest like spreaders out here, just word of mouth. You know, who's talking about you.
Yep.
So I appreciate it.
They see you doing things, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's one big thing I noticed too, is that like when people see you a lot, they think you're doing a lot.
Yeah.
So that consistency thing, man, it always comes back to that shit.
That's true. Yeah.
But we out here, man. Young Rambo in the motherfucking building.
Sir, thank you.
I appreciate Young Rambo. Thank you, man.
Nasty, go check out Nasty.
Hey. Appreciate y'all, man. And with that being said, we out. Doses.